Let's see. I wonder if I could use that against some other characters. Counter does a lot of damage though. I wish I counter jumping. That would be helpful. Alright, I think I gotta see how I'm gonna punish Quan. And I'm done with him for now. Well, let's see. Record. Overhead is. And the portal after is not listed. I'm back 1. Yeah, see, that's plus. I can't do anything about that. I got block low. But let's see. Stop EXing. A lot of recovery on that though. Oh, sorry, the only thing I don't like about this variation is, like, the combos don't do as much damage. Granted, they shouldn't, because you got command grabs and such, but I don't know. Like, the most I can get mid-screen is like 35 for 1 bar, and that's like working hard too. I gotta work hard for that combo. It's 35. It's like max damage. I can't find anything that does more. But I don't know. Quan Chi is a weird character. Nothing he has is safe, really, besides like bats. So like, if he doesn't have a bat out, you can kind of rush him down. Because looking at his moves, all of his strings, all I see is minus. It's all Quan Chi. Minus, 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 minus. Everything down this list is minus. The best he has is 0. And let's see what this string looks like. It's a string I never see. It's the only string that he has as 0. Right. So I'm gonna start all these moves that have frame advantage, if any. Question: I excel in longer sets, but I know in tournaments I assume that it's supposed to be 2 out of 3 format. How can I use that to my advantage in order to excel and to perform as well in shorter sets? I'm gonna start improving, swing out of pools. Tournament, for me, tournament's a completely different mindset. I have to accept that in a short set, there's a lot more things that can take place like inside and outside the game. Like nerves will come into play more because I don't have that many games to work with than I do in a longer set. So, being that there's less time to figure out my opponent, and all these things, um, beforehand it's always good to study, as many players and matchups as you can because you don't want to go into any short set with like little knowledge because that's the easiest way to get got, like me. In this game, I don't have that much knowledge yet, so I'm pretty vulnerable to you know, getting got by pretty much anything. But having knowledge beforehand uh, is definitely a great way to start. And in a game like this, right? I don't know if you play Mortal Kombat, but in a game like this, it's really easy to break certain things down when you're watching the game and studying it and stuff, and then to just take it to training mode to find an answer. And that way, you don't go in without a plan when you're trying to win a short set. So longer sets you understand you have more games to work with, but shorter sets you have to accept that it's only 2 out of 3. You only have potentially 3 games, or if it's 3 out of 5, potentially 5 games. Then you have less time to work with to figure everything out. And don't get tripped up when things happen, because anything can happen. Like it's easy to get frustrated at something that you don't understand, or that something you don't understand, or something that you didn't expect to happen. But you just got to move on. You don't have a lot of time. You got to move on. That's it though. It's just a completely different mindset. In 10 games, I feel like I can beat almost anyone in 10 games because I have 10 games. I can figure you out. I could take 3, 4 games to figure you out, and then after that, that's it. And if I win any of those, however many games I take figuring you out, then even better, because that means I'm spending even less time. You know. Let me get back to Quan Chi. I hope I helped you. By the way, I am Leet. Leet. Hope I help you though. If you have any more questions, you could just stop me. I'll help you out. Okay, so Quan Chi, right? So this is his only string that's 0. -1. Those of you that don't know in this game, pretty much 0 on block. Takes 1 frame to get out of block stun. So we're gonna call -1 0. Right? So he has a high +1. He has another high that's plus. Okay, this overhead. This isn't even an overhead. This is when he holds down when he actually holds down the overhead, and apparently it turns into a mid. So I'm not even gonna start this move because we're never gonna see that. Okay, another high that's +1. Down 3 is 0. Another high that's +1. Okay. So, and let's see what his fastest button is. His fastest grounded button. His fastest jump button is 6 frames. His jump 1. Or 5 frames. Jump up 1. So, his fastest button outside of that is looking like 8 frames, I saw. Yeah. Okay. So, his fastest button is 8 frames, and it's a high. That sucks. Okay. So, let's see his fastest mid. Looking like down 3 is 9 frames. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. So, yeah, it seems like this character can kind of get bullied. Like, I don't think I'm bugging when I say that. I feel like this character can get bullied. When I watch other when I watch people play Quan, they can only get started like after they land a high low successfully. But other than that, like neutral and the up close game, he doesn't seem all that good at it. All of this negative stuff, all of his special moves are negative, by the way, with the exception of EX ground burst. It's plus 4, say plus 15, which means don't press a button. He needs a meter for that, right? This is not counting the bats. The bats I know are plus 20 something, right? So, okay, plus 29, plus 43 for the mid, right? He has a low bat. Yeah, plus 46. So yeah, we can't press nothing. But he doesn't have an overhead bat. So let's also take that into consideration. That's actually very important. It'll make it a little hard to for him to do like unblockable stuff. Okay. Yeah, like this character is gonna be important to understand how to fight though in the future, because well, not just in the future, but right now, because this is what people are playing. Should be prepared for that. He does do a lot of damage though when he does get the hit. Yeah, fastest mid and his follow ups, like as I see here, like all of his follow ups are negative, right? So his fastest mid, let's see what that is. Down one, down one, yeah, down one. I'm still not used to the system. When I see X, I think it's down 3 because I play on PS4. So okay, so his fastest low is down 3. Fastest mid is down 1. He won't get any follow ups from that. So the fastest mid he can follow up from. Okay, let's see that. What's all of this slow? What is that? Uh, should I even care about this move? That's a sweep. What's this? Let's see what this looks like. It looks whack. Wait, hold on. Why did it? It's weird. It says that that's a low in the command list, but it's not. It's a mid. Let me make sure it's not like a bug. Let me just try and block it. Okay, yeah. Alright, so definitely not a low. Yo, what's going on? What's up, guys? What's up? Guys, if you guys have any questions, by the way, this is also Q&A. I'm doing this mainly for me. Whoever's in here watching me be in training mode, that's all on you. If y'all get bored, I don't blame you. But this is for my knowledge mostly. I'm just streaming because I haven't streamed in a while, and I don't stream often enough. But I need to do this for future tournaments so you guys can see me win. Okay, so his fastest mid that he can follow up from. Let's check this. It's 13 frame mid, which sucks. -10. Okay, that looks so whack. Both hits are -10 though. So let's remember that. 13 frames. Let's see what's power punch. 16 frames. Okay. So the 16 frame mid, that's his only safe string. Okay. That's it. I don't know. Like, I feel like the bat's the only thing scary about this character. I starred all of the. Let me unstar the unsafe moves. I think that was the only one I starred. Yeah. Let me might as well start portal. Alright, so how many moves at that? 6 moves. So he only has 6 moves that are safe. The ground burst, only the EX one is safe. He does the regular one, I can punish it with jab jab. How do you go about learning a new character? Alright. You see the way I'm breaking down Quan Chi right now? You can pretty much do the same thing, but you know, on your end, like you would do that with your own character. You can look at safe strings, safe mids, overheads, anything that he has as safe. That's one of the first things I look for. Is what he has as safe. Any safe specials, if he has a projectile, things like that. You know, you use this tag untag feature in this game. It's actually kind of helpful. Cause it'll save you some time. The variation tab, you can see everything that he has that's specific to that variation. Right now I'm on Kano Commando, so you'll see he has one new string, and then these are all the special moves he has only in Commando. So all of these you want to look at what's specific to this variation, so that way you don't get confused when you look at the other variations. You want to see if he has any fast and like safe high-low starters and stuff. You don't need to necessarily worry about combos like right off the bat. I don't always think that's a smart thing to do because you don't know if the character is really centered around combos. You want to see how you're even going to hit the person first. Because they could have a lot of damage, but if they don't have a safe way to land a hit, then it could be, you know, for nothing. So, you know, take that into consideration when you're, you know, starting to learn a new character. Like special moves, you want to see like projectile if it's a high or a mid. If the EX one is a mid, he has to burn bar for it. You know, things like that. Really basic stuff. Yeah, you can do this with any character in the game. If he has a command grab, or if, like any you know strings that end in a command grab. After you do all of that, then you can see if he has any safe launchers, right? So, Kano doesn't have any in his variation, but let's say like I guess Raiden, right? He has like a safe launcher, things like that. You want to check for you know certain things like that. If the launcher they do have is unsafe by frames, then you can see if it's special cancelable, and if you can make it safe, you know, with a safe special move or something. So just take the time and look at the data because the frame data is really important. It's pretty much where you're gonna get the basis, you know, for your character. Um, I forgot what I was doing. Sick. Why am I on Kano? Think... Wait, I think I'm gonna remember right now. Oh yeah. Okay, so Quan Chi. His low starter. Where's his low starter? It's 10 frames. 10 frames. Looking for a 10 frame move. Crushing kick. Yeah. Okay. Let me unstar all these moves. So crushing kick. So crushing kick is gonna lead to that. Right. So this 10 frame low starter. This will be his fastest launcher. Punishable by jab jab. No problem, man. Missed the punish. Let me record this faster. I feel like waiting. I must be slow. Okay, punishable by that. So free 18%. Free 18% and a knockdown. Okay. Free 18%, or I can pressure him because the string on hit is plus 58 or plus 52. Let me see. Oh, 51. Well, 52, yeah. That's good. So at plus 52, I can kind of run up and do whatever I want for a while. And I have a command grab, so I can, you know, can scare him and things like that. That's pretty cool. That'll probably be my go-to punish, unless I want to go for max damage. Push him to the corner. Let me see how far I can run before I lose the frame advantage. I can't run that far actually. Yeah, I lose it like quick. So 10 frame low starter. That's unsafe on both the second and the third hit. So I'm gonna get the same punish as I did with the second hit, as if he stops here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get the same punish. Okay, so this doesn't reach. Alright, that's good to know. So I'm gonna stick to the 1-1-2 punish. Okay, I'm fine with that. %, he's in the corner. Okay, that's not bad. Or if I want to pressure him, I can use that frame advantage. And he can't really do much about that. He has to kind of hold that. Now let's see the overhead. Overhead, let me untag all this. Oh, he can cancel the second hit. So if he has a bar, I have to worry about EX, EX ground burst, which I'll do with the overhead anyway. Okay. So overhead into close ground burst. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I gotta remember that it's a low. What's going on, Psycho Chronic? I don't know why you're in the Middle East, but you know what? I'm not gonna ask the questions here. That's your job. Okay, so if he has a bar, kind of gotta worry about the overhead. Well, I have to worry about it anyway, but I just gotta remember to respect him for it. If he doesn't have a bar, then he's in trouble. So block low, react to the high. The high is the slower one, is 15 frames. Let me see. What kind of punish do I get though? -12. Let's see. Okay, I get that. And I get that. Any distance? I get 1-1-2. I suck, I'm sorry. Okay. Further. That's not gonna reach from that far. That's not gonna reach from that far. So I have to down 3. Or I can do man grab. Reversal. And that'll definitely punish. Cheap ticket. Wow, that is a cheap ticket. Okay. Good stuff. What's going on, Bifuteki? You know, good. I see you guys lurking. Alright. I don't know how to do all these bat gimmicks yet. I'm gonna figure out how to deal with those definitely before NLBC this week though. Let's move on to Cassie Cage. So yeah, um, without bats, which means if that Quan Chi player does not play bats and is in any other variation, I have really nothing to fear from this character. I'm just gonna stay in his face, rush him down. I will say I don't feel that Cybernetic Kano would be the best for this for that fight. I think Commando would be. Um, the reason being is that I can't outzone him. So since I have to be close, I might as well have a command grab. It doesn't make sense to have to be close and do the same thing that Commando can do without a command grab. So Commando would definitely be the best one for that. And the reason why I can't zone him is not because my projectile is worse, but my projectile does less damage. So he can take a bunch of trades because he wins all of the trades. Whether it's with EX Ground Burst or with the Skull projectile.